So the WNBA is thinking of banning the audience from the stadium while games are happening for demeaning acts. So I don't know if you've heard of this. This stuff is pretty groundbreaking and a little shallow, a little dark. There's some dark humor going on with these fans, and I don't know. I wanted to know what you guys think about this subject. I don't know if you guys have heard. I'm just catching wind on this because there's been so many other things going on. I try not to talk too much about politics, but obviously we also have that going on, and that's very distracting as well. But the WNBA has been dealing with some people throwing adult toys on the floor while games are happening, and I think it happened two times in one game. I'm gonna try to run through this article. It's pretty long, so I'm not gonna try to get too much into all the details because now we're talking about how the players feel and the coach and history of the WNBA and you know, I don't know, but there is some sort of like pushback from the players as well. That there's a picture of Caitlin Clark, one of the most popular WNBA players right there. And she might be saying, you know what, I'm not going to play until you guys figure out what you guys got going on. Because I don't know. I am not a female, but I am a human being. And I could say that if things like that were being thrown on whatever kind of floor that I'm performing on, that would be very distracting for me. And that would make me feel like I can't do what I'm here to do. Um, for males, this is not that much of a nightmare situation. But the thing is, at the same time, it's still demeaning and it's still awful. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know. I feel like women have a sense of humor too. They get it. They're not. You know, it's nothing too like. It's not like a thing where both you know species are like drastically different. It's not even that. It's the fact that you're just distracting the game. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's not what the players are there for. They're there to entertain you guys. They're there to compete. And then at the same time, you know, there's a respect thing going on. There's a um I don't know. It's just sports. Sports is supposed to be what it is. It can't just always be about entertaining everyone. So I feel like um it's a very sensitive topic. So let me get through this article. It says here the first object hit the floor in Atlanta suburb of College Park, then came one in Chicago. Okay, so there was two incidents. I think that's pretty interesting. Um, but that's why I was trying to figure out what happened. It says then what appeared to be a coordinated effort in three different cities. That's even more interesting. Then came a bizarre interview with ESPN in which a man involved with cryptocurrency who kept his camera off did not give any identifying information, said the WNBA in all its controversies made its logical target. The group has used the incidents to promote their meme coin, a cryptocurrency inspired by internet memes trends called green. I'm not going to say the word coin. The word is with a D. Their stunts were meant to be jocular, but have vexed fans and players and coaches. Despite that, the group's plans to organize some similar acts at other events, including Major League Baseball games. As the WNBA adult toy saga continues, here's a look at what has happened so far. So there's a breakdown of what has happened. There's been a couple games, so they basically what's happening is that in the middle of a game, someone will just throw a adult toy in the middle of a game. There's a lot of fans that are actually appalled by this, and if I'm not mistaken, there was one person that tried to throw it onto the floor, and he hit a fan that happened to be a 12-year-old girl. So that is the part that is causing more stir, because now we have young kids that are involved in this story and in this stupid troll that's going on, stupid thing that is trying to cause attention, whether it's a prank or whatever, or people trying to promote a meme coin. It just doesn't add up. You know what I'm saying? You can market and you can do other things. There's other ways to promote your coin. You know what I'm saying? You can do it another way. You don't have to do it this way. Disrespecting women is not the way, man. It's not the way. Women obviously give birth. They do so many things, to this world, and obviously, I don't know what was the purpose of this. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it exactly. Okay, you're trying to promote something cool, but why in this game? Why are you throwing these objects? Why these items? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the point of that? Are you trying to bring some kind of attention to you guys to make fun of women? Because that is not gonna work. I don't think that's gonna be very popular. I really don't. Um, and I just wish there was more subject matter to the purpose of doing this. Sometimes things are just dumb. You just gotta call it what it is. I think that is a very stupid thing to do. But I still don't understand why it's being done. Like, these people are adults. One guy was 18, so obviously, the young guys, they don't get a pass from me, but they still get like a moment to, like, redeem themselves. So I don't always go after the young folks. Like, if you're 19, 20, even under 25, I give you a chance to redeem yourself and show that you can be a mature adult. But if you're 30 years old, whatever, you got a business and you just doing dumb stuff, I don't got no respect for you. Supposedly the one of the guys that was the oldest from all these people that were throwing all these things on the floor was 23. So I hope you seeing what I'm trying to say here. These guys are young, but at the end of the day, do you think the WNBA should be banning the audience to continue on their games? Because now they're just like, you know what, we're not going to have a crowd. We're just not going to have a crowd. We're going to take it back to the CO, you know what I mean, times. I can't say the word. YouTube bans you for the littlest things, so I'm not gonna say the word. But the CO times, when there was no crowd in the stadium, they're trying to take it back to that. So, do you think that that is a smart idea? Let me know. Leave a comment.
Que lo que, mi gente, what is good, my peoples? It's the one and only, your boy, Cha-Cha Charlie. And if you like this video, hit the subscribe button for more sports and entertainment videos just like this. And it's going to be one big party, and we will be celebrating and dancing all night long. It's Cha-Cha time.